BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm a Thursday guy for BodyBags, and this week is Echo Bridge week. And so, the movie I picked, Toxic Shark. So you already know it's a classic. It's gonna be on par with Dino Shark and Sharktopus and stuff like that. Except I don't think it's a SyFy movie, right? It's Echo Bridge. I don't know if Echo Bridge made it or not. It's just, I guess they have it now, right? It was probably just something Echo Bridge made. But it definitely seems like one of those SyFy movies, right? The plot is that there's this island. It's like a couples retreat type, except it's not really supposed to be couples. Everyone's supposed to be like single. It's one of those kind of things. It's like Burning Man, but not Burning Man and on an island, right? And there's these two groups, 3 guys, 3 girls, and the main character in each group just so happened to like be dating, and now they're broke up, and so it's like, oh, what a coincidence, they're both here now. Oh no, oh, I can't believe you're here. Oh, that sucks. I hate you. Blah blah blah, kind of thing, right? Unbeknownst to everyone on the island, some kind of oil spill, and they didn't really talk about what happened. It's just that there's some like pollution in the water. Something's in the water, and well, that's a toxic shark. And if it bites you, you start getting sick, and you might get crazy, and then you might be like an infectious, crazy rabies person, right? There's this movie, and it might just be this. I didn't see it, but I remember seeing a clip from it. It was like from the ending, and it was like a character, it was like a zombie or whatever, and so I don't know if there's like a zombie shark movie out there. There probably is. Or if this was it because of how this movie ended. But that's basically the movie, and like they're trying to get out, and it's like the water's just bad, right? Oh, that's pretty cool. There's only a couple things I want to talk about this movie, and it's just overall the movie sucks, right? It's just terrible. It'd be better to go put on Sharktopus or something like that, right? There's 2 things I want to say. So our main groups are together when it kind of happens, right? And there's like a lot of other people on the island, but there's like this moment where like the 2 groups and then this 3rd group that's kind of like the people who are like running the show kind of thing they're all trying to like start this boat up. It's a small boat. They're all trying to like get the boat ready, and they're all trying to like just get out of there. And it's like, dude, there's like other people on the island, and y'all are just gonna be, it's like, given the population of the island basically is, they're like 1/3, 1/4 of it, basically. There's not a lot of people, but there's a good amount of people on the island. I just found that super silly, because it's like, they're acting as if they're the last ones left, but there's like other people there. Just gonna go try to abandon them? Nice, let's go. And then the other thing is, as I kind of said earlier, people get sick and whatnot and turn into crazy, infectious people, right? That was just, how that whole thing played out was just kind of weird, because it's like, alright, are they infectious? Are they zombies? Well, they're not really zombies, or at the very least, they're not really supposed to be zombies, right? They're still alive. I don't know. It was a little weird, a little confusing, a little, just a weird movie, right? So about like the movie and like who made it and stuff. The budget, if I'm not mistaken, was about $500,000, and of course that makes sense, given that given the fact that just the CGI used for the movie was terrible, right? You gotta love that when like a shark movie has like the worst CGI. It's like, oh, that just makes the movie 10 times better. It's that kind of shark movie, right? So yeah, it was like $500,000. So cool. What's something else to say about this movie? One of the writers, I don't know if it was just one person writing, or if it was a couple couple or a few or whatever, but if it's just the one, right? She wrote or helped write Lantula. And I feel like this movie is a bit of a step down. And it's like, are you trying to like get the movies better or worse? Because overall, it seems like movies are getting worse, right? Like if you compare Lantula, which is basically Sharknado, but like opposite, basically, kind of. It's the same kind of thing, just very different. That's hilarious. I'm getting passed by a bunch of trucks. Why am I so slow? Is it the truck in front of me or the truck in front of me? I don't know. Anyway, what am I saying? I'm saying that you would want movies to just overall get better, right? But how are you to get movies to get better when you're not even trying? Like, I get the budget's poor, but like, dude, like, there's a lot of dialogue in the movie that just really sucked. And maybe the idea is that you're trying to just make the characters super simple, super whatever, so like you might care about some, but you won't really care at all, kind of thing. For example, there's like this character in the guy group who's like super dumb. He's wearing like a skin tight basically shirt, and you're like, he can't get it off. It's like, oh my gosh, she's here, man. And it's like they're like 5 pages ahead of him. Yeah, like we know she's here, kind of thing. And it's like how he ends up dying. It's just like he's just so stupid. He's like, I'm caught in the rope, man. Basically, it's like, and it's not even like, dude, how did you get caught up in the rope? Dude, the scene prior before that attack scene, they're doing tug of war. How do you get caught up in that rope? Tug of war. It's just a rope, a single rope. I'm caught up, man. Whatever. There was some dialogue that seemed really, it seemed pretty solid, pretty good, but overall, it's just not right. So this is a movie you should watch maybe one time for fun, for the funsies. It's if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch that movie there for free. I'm not so sure if that's I don't think it's a part of Shudder. I think it's just on Amazon Prime. So yeah, should you watch the movie? I would say no. There are better sci-fi movies to watch. Sharknado is way better, and probably the sequels to Sharknado are better too, probably. Honestly. So should you watch it? I would say no. But, if you want to, right? Go ahead. The end, maybe they can make a sequel someday. This was like 2016, 2017 or something when this movie was made. And it's been like 6 years, 7, 8 years now. So, they ended it like that. And it's like, oh, maybe you can make a zombie movie now, right? Imagine making a trilogy where, the first movie is like some kind of zombie shark movie, and then the second movie is like an actual zombie movie, and say the third one is like some completely different type of monster, but it's related because of like the storyline, right? So maybe there's like a zombie outbreak in this specific place, and like the specific place has like some kind of secret laboratory or whatever where this specific monster is, like this certain type of monster, like a vampire or whatever it is, and it like breaks out and like you have zombie vampire or whatever. That'd be hilarious. That like if you can make that and like it'd be purposely make it silly or whatever. Could you go out and make a movie purposely silly? You probably could. It's probably not that difficult. Well, right? So I think because it's like these sci-fi movies. How do you make these sci-fi movies or whatever? So like the characters, not that they don't, the actors, not that they don't care about that, it's just they're kind of poor at their, like, dialogues and whatnot, or, like, they have, like, the cheesiest, stupidest lines, right? Are they, like, purposely trying to do that, or are they trying their best to actually act? Because, like, if it's one or the other, right? Now I'm stuck here, and I don't get why I'm stuck here. Is there like a truck or something? garbage day, probably. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wait a second. There's like a guy on the road. Is this... Dude, dude, what's going on, man? Lovely. So, I might get late to work. Nice. And you guys got this review. So, if you want to watch it, go ahead, right? Should you buy it? Probably not. But, yeah. I'm Sam. I'm a thirsty guy for BodyBags. I did Toxic Shark, and, you know, I'll give the movie a nice little 2 out of 10, right? Everything was bad about it. Poor. Trash. Probably on purpose. Which makes it worse. But then again, does it? I'll see y'all next week.